Welcome to the Water Cycle, an educational learning module by 1209 Productions. We make learning fun and easy, and today we're going to talk about the water cycle. Now hey, there's Ichabod. Ichabod the Water Droplet. What are you doing facing that way, Ichabod? Why don't you turn around and say hello? Hey, there's Ichabod. Ichabod is a droplet of water. Now, let's start with water. Water, as we know it, is actually made up of really small particles, or molecules, called H2O. Every droplet of water is really made up of many of these H2O molecules. There are more molecules of H2O that make up a single droplet of water, in fact, than there are numbers of grains of sand on all the beaches or anywhere on the planet. Water can be found in a number of different states, either liquid, as in liquid water, in the oceans, rivers, and lakes, or solid, as ice or as gas, which is invisible and in the Earth's atmosphere. So now, when water... Hey, what's going on? Something's different about Ichabod. Ichabod, put back on your nose. There you go. So, when water is in its liquid form, in oceans and lakes, that water is being continuously heated by the sun. Sunlight shines upon the water in rivers, streams, and lakes, and wherever water is found. The sunlight heats the water up, and at some point, at a certain temperature, the water gets warm enough or hot enough to change its state into water vapor, which is its gas form. This water vapor rises higher and higher into the Earth's atmosphere. This is called evaporation, or the first stage of the water cycle. And this is when liquid water, heated by the sun, turns into its gas form as water vapor and begins to rise up through the Earth's atmosphere. The water vapor rises higher and higher into the atmosphere. And hey, Ichabod's already up there. And hey, what's going on over there, Ichabod? Well, anyway, as the particles of water vapor venture higher up in the atmosphere, the temperature of the air becomes colder the higher you go. The water vapor therefore rises until it is then cooled by the colder air back into tiny liquid water particles, at first forming much smaller droplets. These droplets interact with particles in the air and start to group together. This is stage 2 of the water cycle, called condensation. The tiny particles of liquid water and the air join together, or condense, to form fluffy masses called clouds. Clouds, which we see everywhere in the sky, are a result of the process of condensation and are made up of nothing more than water as tiny liquid particles in the air mixed together with air particles. These small droplets of water in clouds accumulate and grow into even larger water droplets. Eventually, these clouds become heavy with very large droplets of water, and when these clouds become too heavy or heavy enough, the water falls back to the earth as rain. This is stage 3 of the water cycle, which is known as precipitation. And Ichabod's going for it. In precipitation, the heavy clouds release their built-up, stored water, and the water falls back onto the ground, falling back into the oceans and rivers and lakes, back as liquid water where they started. It falls back as liquid water, and this cycle continues over and over again as the water cycle. And Ichabod's making a getaway. For some fun facts about the water cycle, The water that we see today going through the water cycle is actually the same water molecules, the very same water that has been undergoing the water cycle for millions and billions of years on our planet. The same water that we drink today is the same water that was there when dinosaurs roamed the earth. It's the same water that makes up us. In fact, humans are about 60% made of water, and 75% of the human brain is composed of water. 75% of trees are made of water. Water molecules, just the same water that we drink out of the faucet through a glass, is the same water that found its way through streams and oceans that were heated up by the sun into clouds in the sky and then fell back down in the form of liquid water as rain, starting all up again. Quiz time! Here are 3 questions to test your learning. Feel free to pause the video at each question for a few seconds before the answer is revealed. Question 1. Which stage of the water cycle is rain or raining an example of? Is it A, evaporation, B, condensation, C, precipitation, or D, none of the above? Answer: C, precipitation. Next question. Question 2. Which of these are examples of phases that water molecules can take? Is it A, liquid as water, B, gas as water vapor, C, aluminum cans, or D, both A and B? Answer: D, both A and B. Next question. Question 3. Clouds are an example of which stage of the water cycle? Is it A, evaporation, B, condensation, C, precipitation, or D, all of the above? Answer: B, condensation. That's our quiz for today. Thank you for joining us today for this e-learning session on the water cycle. We hope you have enjoyed the video and found it helpful.